Welcome to the first ever episode, probably the only episode ever, of IGTV with me in a country manor bedroom. Standing poses, balancing on one leg, big part of some yoga practices, and a tremendous amount of focus is given to the front of the leg. And that's good because it's important to strengthen the front of the leg, and stability in the front of the leg can help lengthen and make range of motion in the back of the leg, which is something that a lot of people lack when they come to yoga. But have you realized there are two sides to your leg, and working the strength of the back of the leg is instrumental towards stability of the knee and strength in balancing poses. And I have noticed over the years, as I became more aware of active mobility work, that a lot of yogis are deficient in back of leg strength. Like in yoga, there's like 10,000 ways to stretch the back of your legs and very few ways to strengthen them. And all systems have their strengths and weaknesses. So if you've been struggling with standing one leg balancing poses for a long time, then I suggest that you check in with the strength of your hamstrings, especially if you know you have an adequate enough forward bend to have the range of motion to be able to stand on one leg. So here are two simple ways that you can diagnose and then just check in with the strength of your back of your legs, like hamstrings, glutes, calves, all the muscle stuff on the back of your leg that helps support you in a standing pose. Okay, so the first one is what I guess we will call a lunge with fuck you. So to do a lunge with fuck you, first get on a nice plush cushy carpet or fold up your mat so that your kneecap doesn't bother you, because you're going to be putting some pressure into your kneecap. And then it'll be good to have something to hold on to. If you have a celadon colored couch, that would be ideal. Now, two 90-degree angles in your legs, and then tuck your tailbone. So I want you to maintain a posterior tilt, flat lower back throughout this whole exercise, so that when you start to contract your hamstring, you really do it from the hamstring and not from the low back, because most of us have some kind of compensation where the low back does the work that the back of the leg is typically designed to do. Then you will take your yoga block or some other squeezable material that you can put behind your leg and start by pushing into the floor with your back foot and pulling on the floor with your front foot so that you make a strong posterior tilt and you feel a feeling of stretch in the front of your thigh. And then grip whatever you're going to hold on to, take the block, put it behind you, and inhale into your belly so you make intra-abdominal pressure. Hold your breath for a moment, and then simply squeeze the block with your leg. Make a fist with the other arm, count to 5, keep squeezing the block the whole time. Grab the block, relax for 3 seconds, and then you'll repeat that 4 more times. So 5 rounds of 5 count squeezes of the block. Maybe I'll just take you through a whole round. Why don't we do that? Okay, take the block, strong posterior tilt, jam the block in behind your leg, inhale into your belly, make intra-abdominal pressure so your back is stable, and then squeeze for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax for 1, 2, 3. Inhale into your belly, strong tuck. Squeeze the block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should feel a cramp in the back of your leg. Rest for about 3 counts. Strong posterior tilt. Again, inhale and squeeze the block. 1, 2, 3, 4. With this arm, I'm making tension. You can grab your knee or make a fist. That was 3. Relax for 3 counts. Keep the tuck. And then again, squeeze the block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was 4. Relax for 3 counts. Squeeze the block again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you relax. Last round, the 6th round, keep your tuck, and then 5 times try to kick yourself in the butt. 1, without bending your back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold for 1, 2. Keep trying to lift your heel. 4. Pull your belly in. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Okay, so that one, you'll go side to side. So 1 set each leg. Repeat 3 times. You don't have to rest in between. By the end, your hamstring should feel fatigued. You'll probably get the side benefit of a stretch in the front of your thigh and the front of your hip. That one's really helped me to open up some range of motion in my knees as well. And I have to shout out credit to my man Joachim Hilderson, who taught me that exercise. This next exercise is called one-legged good morning, and this will help with stability in a straight-legged position. The other exercise will also help with stability in a straight-legged position, even though it's bent leg, because it just gives you strength. So one-legged good morning is an exercise that I learned through the Ido Portal method as a prep for kicking into handstands. So for that one, you will stand on one leg, hence the name one-legged good morning. The leg that you stand on, your thigh muscle needs to be totally contracted, leg as straight as possible, and one of the ways that you can assist your muscles to stay contracted is to make more tension in your foot. So I'm gripping the floor with my toes so that I lift the arch of my foot. Does it look better if I stand on this leg or this leg? The right one? Okay, get a little help from off camera. So squeeze the ground with your right foot, or whichever leg you're standing on, tighten your thigh, and the other foot is going to lift just a little bit so that your ankles are side by side, but this foot doesn't touch the floor. And then I take one hand, put it on my lower back, and one hand, put it on my belly, and I basically want those two parts of my body to stay the same the entire time. So I'm going to fold from only my hip. I don't want to round my back, and depending on the range of motion and the strength in your hamstrings, some people may go low, some people not as low, but the point is keep your thigh muscle tight, don't move your other foot, fold from the hip, and bend only as far forward as you can keep the anterior tilt, in other words, the ass up, in your hips without rounding your low back. And then you just stand back up and don't put your foot down. So we'll do that 10 times. Keep your thigh tight, that's 2, and come up. Look forward with your eyes, as if there was some other part of you that you could look forward with, that's 3. And keep a little feeling of back bend in your upper back. Keep your belly in, and push your hips forward at the top so that you feel the back of your leg engage. Come down for 4, and back up. These will start to burn about now, 5, and back up. Grip the floor with your toes for 6. Push the floor, hips forward to come up. Finish the rep, hips forward at the top. Down for 7, and up. Notice how I'm not rounding my back at all. 8, and back up. Go at a pace that you can control the entire movement. It's not about accumulating reps here, 9. And then on the last one, 10, hold at the bottom, contract the front of your leg, and feel for pulling with your toes to stick your hips higher, and you hold for 10 counts. Keep belly in. You can try to make your neck more neutral, but still look forward with your eyes, and then push from your foot to bring your hips forward and stand up. So that's an exercise that you can repeat minimum 3 times a week, 3 rounds, 10 reps with a 10 count hold at the bottom. When that gets easy, you go to 15 reps with a 15 count hold at the bottom. And I'm confident that if you have trouble with standing poses and you work these 2 exercises, that you'll get some more stability there. The second exercise is sort of twofold in that you're getting a strength and a mobility benefit in the back of your leg. The first exercise is more strength of the hamstring to stabilize the back of the leg, but also you're getting the side benefit of stretching the front of the hip and quad. And so you know that you're really working the hamstring well if you do get a sensation of stretch in the front of the hip and the quads area. I keep touching my quads area. All right, so let me know how it goes. Make strong legs.